So, similarly to before, the attacker is on the right and the victim effectively is on the left. We've already clicked a phishing link, and you can see I'm on this definitely-not-phishing.com domain, and I'm looking at an Okta login page. And in this case, this is effectively the victim's real Okta login page, but it's just they're actually looking at an attacker's browser instead without realizing. On the right, we have the attacker. We've got their terminal session running EvilnoVNC, but because that's really just controlling a browser, we're going to bring up the attacker's browser as well so we can see both instances here, the real one and the rendered VNC version on the left. And what this means is that everything that the victim does is mirrored, because they are really just controlling the attacker's browser. So you can see as I enter my username there, the attacker sees everything that's going on and they can monitor this. And we've got the same process again where I log in with a username and password and then prompt it for MFA. In this case, I'm using the Okta Verify app, and I pick the one-time password method and enter that, and then I'll be successfully logged in to Okta. Now at this point, the victim on the left sees all the normal applications they expect to see in Okta, because this is their legitimate Okta tenant, so it looks pretty legit at this point. If they haven't realized something was up by now, then they're probably convinced everything's fine at this point, because they see what they expect to see. Now, from an attacker's perspective, I might say, okay, I've got what I want now, and this might not be the most stealthy way of doing it, but I could just cut the user off. So there I go, just disconnect them. It looks like the app stopped working to the user, and all I say now as the attacker is, right, thanks for logging me in. I'll take back my browser now, thank you very much. So at this point, I can start looking at post-exploitation options. For example, if they're using an Okta SWA, one simple thing is I might just want to start grabbing some other passwords for other apps that are configured in there and using those and noting those down too. And they don't go through the SSO mechanism, so they might be a way for me to laterally move afterwards. If I'm happy that this is all done, I could keep using that browser, or I can eventually tear down the connection and look at what other data has been captured and is available. So we obviously still capture the data we see going through it, just like we did with the other technique before. So we've still got the password as well, and of course we've got the cookies, so we could use them to import into another browser later if we want to, and we're going to see that shortly.